Hello, I'm Katie Schroeder, and I'm here with Cherie Wisdom, the Meridian Senior Center Coordinator. How are you today, Cherie?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. So, as far as virtual settings, obviously, we just went into some more precautions for COVID-19 with more restrictions. What is the Senior Center doing to still have that senior involvement? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, yeah, right after we had the first close down in March, within a few weeks, maybe a month, we started getting our stuff online. The first things we were able to get online were our exercise classes and our fitness classes, and then shortly after that, we were getting some virtual educational programs or lifelong learning type programs. And it's just continually grown from there. So we are offering fitness classes online weekly. We are also offering, interactive educational programs online weekly. We are offering some games like bingo and categories online. It's over more of a social time. We're having coffee and conversations with Chief Plaga from Meridian Township every other month. We're doing cocktails and conversations. Courtney and I are doing that. So we're doing it. It's from home, so it's a more casual environment. So obviously we can have a drink too. So we're doing that, and that's been a pretty good big hit. We're going to be starting some sing-alongs, virtual sing-alongs, especially with the holidays coming up. We've worked with Jane Rose, who's formerly of the Meridian Historical Village. She's been doing a series with us on the War of 1812 that's been very popular. Tom Moore from the Hazlitt Library, he's been doing a travel shorts program. So even though it's not safe to travel right now, he's been taking people all over the country on trips, which has been really popular as well. So we're being as creative as we can to draw people in, things that are going to interest them, and keep them engaged and keep the senior center relevant.
Yeah. So as far as like the fitness classes have went and whatnot, what are you doing in those fitness classes? Like what options have there been that you guys have experienced
Yes.
with?
Yeah, so we are having jazzercise. So one of our most popular exercise classes with jazzercise. That is more of a recording. So you will, if you want to continue to take jazzercise, you'll get a recording. You can watch it anytime you want, and you can participate in that class. We also have a mat-based and a chair-based balance and core class. And those are Zoom classes that you take with the instructor. And then we've had yoga classes, intermediate yoga classes, and a yoga with weights class that also was offered virtually or on Zoom. So, the participants are in, the instructor is watching and overseeing what's going on, giving tips on poses or being in the right positions. And it's worked out great. Our members have really appreciated being able to stay active during this time.
Yes, I imagine because staying home, obviously, seniors are at risk because they are of that older category. So,
Yes.
yeah. As far as the holidays coming up, I know you mentioned some sing-alongs previously. Do you have any other events kind of planned?
Well, actually, just yesterday, we Bircham Hills donated $200 to the senior center, and we purchased two $100 Visa gift cards. And we just did a raffle yesterday, which was we called our Thanksgiving raffle that people could use for either Thanksgiving dinner or for Black Friday shopping, whatever they wanted to do. So we just had two winners announced yesterday. I was on Facebook Live and did that, which is not my forte. So I felt really awkward, but we did have a Facebook Live post where we announced the winners, and they will be picking up their Visa gift cards tomorrow. So that was one thing, the first thing we've done. In December, we're going to have a sing along, like I mentioned, via Zoom. But then we're also going to do something called a Jingle Bell Drive Through, which is going to be just before the holidays. And we're partnered with the Willows of East Lansing and the Willows of Okemos. And we are going to have homemade goods that are made in a licensed kitchen. And we are going to be handing them out in care packages to people who sign up for the event. We did have to limit registration numbers, but we're not full yet. So if you're interested in that, please sign up. But it's going to be like a homemade soup, some homemade breads, cookies, and hot cocoa for the road, and some other little trinkets in there too for just fun. So that's something else that we're doing as well for the holidays, in addition to our regular activities.
That's awesome. So, as far as the holidays going up to, I know you mentioned like the Black Friday could help them shop, shop. Is there anything the senior centers offering an assistance for perhaps if like an elderly couple needs to get Christmas shopping done, or do you know of anyone offering assistance for that?
Um, Actually, no, I do not. We do partner with like, home aid facilities and home nurses, and there are a lot of them. There's like seniors helping seniors is like something we'll do errands. So we work with these people, but I haven't heard of a direct connection about that. But that is definitely something I think I should look into.
Ah, and then as far as what has been the challenge, has there been more of a challenge outreaching to the seniors in the community during the COVID times to get them to know about these virtual events?
Um, so normally from March to now, we would have gained in our membership numbers because people would have stopped in. People are retiring all the time, right? So people will have retired, they're looking for something to do in retirement, and they would have stopped in to get information about us and join. Obviously, we've lost that because we have been closed and people haven't been able to come in. We still have gotten a few new members, and which has been wonderful and also surprising, but we still have gotten a few new members. So as far as people that weren't already members or didn't already know about us, I would say yes, it's probably been a little bit more difficult. But right away we were doing what we could to reach out to our members and keep interacting and engaged with them. So we've done phone calls, we've done e-blasts and our newsletters and those types of things.
Yeah. As far as the response from the seniors, because I know you talked about you did the Facebook Live that was out of your comfort zone and whatnot, but
Mhm.
what has been the response from the seeing the seniors at these events and whatnot, like virtually?
Okay. Well, virtually they're super appreciative. We get phone when people are calling to sign up for these events. I think every person calling is thanking us for offering what we're doing and helping to give them something to do and to plan on doing for the day. So they're just not sitting there. And so that's felt really good for Courtney and I both. It's felt really rewarding. Like what we're doing actually matters. And then when we get on them, like at first, it's all new to all of us. So it feels a little awkward and, not natural. But now that we've been doing it for so long, like when we jump on that Zoom cocktail hour, it's comfortable. It's just like normal now. When they get on travel shorts with Tom, it's just natural. They listen to his presentation and then they have conversations. So the longer we're doing it and the more we get used to it, it's becoming good or bad, is becoming more normal and feeling better about doing it. So even though we're not having the in-person connection, we're still definitely having the connections.
Yeah, I think that sense of normalcy is so important right now. So
Yes.
um, that is, I'm sure that's huge appreciation on from them for just kind of having that because I think anyone would be thankful for having that right now.
Yeah.
Um, so even though everything is virtual, can the community do anything to help support these virtual events to continue? Obviously not in person, but is there
Mhm.
anything else that they could do to kind of help rally around these seniors and continue that sense of normalcy?
Yeah. So, I mean, we are often posting on our Facebook page and our web page when we're needing something. Like recently, we needed some masks made, and because we're giving those out for our Jingle Bell drive-through. So we had several people pipe up and say, "Oh, we're willing to make some masks." So we're having some masks made for that. If we need volunteers when the day we're handing out these baskets, people are volunteering for those. For Halloween, for example, we did a trunk or treat, a drive-through trunk or treat. And I don't know if you remember the weather on Halloween, but it was freezing. and, and we got, a good amount. We had a great turnout from our members, and we had, a lot of people helping out with that event as well. So whenever we have a need, we're like posting it on our Facebook page or our web page, or I'll just reach directly out to people who are know sometimes help. We're not taking, normally we charge like a membership dues or membership fees that would be due on January 1st. We're not doing that this year, but we also aren't bringing any revenue. So anyone that wanted to give a monetary donation to the senior center, that would be helpful as well. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. What has been your favorite virtual event that you've been a part of with the seniors?
Oh my gosh, there's actually a few of them. I would have to say the cocktails and conversations have been fun, because everyone's just so relaxed, and it's actually a social time. Um, and I'm one that's coming up that we haven't done yet that I have to say I'm really excited about is our holiday bingo, where we're going to be playing bingo and giving away prizes like what we're playing. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Um, and any of the things that we are meeting together outside, honestly, are still my favorites. So, yeah.
Awesome. Is there any thing else that you'd like to add or like the community to know or the seniors to know that may be watching right now?
Well, I just want you to know that we're still here. We're still doing everything that we can to keep you guys engaged and having something to look forward to in your day. I know for a lot of our members, we were an extension of home to them. It's, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they were coming into the senior center for something they're familiar with. We are still here for those things. We're still here, and we're still doing everything we can to keep you guys active and engaged. And even though you can't meet in person, we are still meeting virtually, even when it comes to the meals. So if you were somebody that was coming in for our lunches twice a week, you still can get food delivered to you from the or not delivered to you. You can come pick up with the Tri-County Office on Aging. And if you need more information on that, you can call us or the TCOA office.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Sherry, so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Katie.